And Dabney Coleman, as you know, plays bad, evil guy like he played Mr. Hart in 9 to 5, the movie 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton. Well, so he was a mean, so that was good. That was good. I love having a mean, rotten villain as the main character. Like me. You can't get any more meaner and rotten and despicable. Oh, thank you for the compliments. Oh, thank you for the compliments. And filthy and dirty and hoggish as Traci-The Trailer Trash Girl. Can't get any more hoggish than that. Disgusting and trashy. Oh, all those great things about me. Oh, ain't I wonderful? Ain't I just the most wonderful thing in the world? Trashy, disgusting, despicable, mean, dirty, vile, nasty, hateful. Oh, and those are my good points. So that's what I mean. Television, PCTV, they did right. So I'll do right by them, which I have. So that's why I do right by them. And the other, like I said, the other cable channel couldn't handle the trash. So getting back to the good stuff, you already know all that. I made my point about that. So getting back to good stuff like the fun stuff. The fun stuff we were talking about, like the TV shows, the old classic TV shows. Well, like The Fugitive, starring David Jansen as Dr. Richard Kimball, an innocent victim of blind justice, falsely convicted for the murder of his wife, freed by fate when a train wreck freed him en route to the death house, freed him to hide in lonely desperation, to search for the one-armed man he's seen, leave the scene of the crime. Oh, forced him to hide in lonely desperation. Search for that one-armed man. It wasn't a song, but it was William Conrad, who played Ken, said that. So that was the speech he made about that show. That was a cool show. The thing about that was he would always get jobs. Every episode he'd have a job. Well, how the fuck could he get a job not having a social security number? Well, he was a good-looking guy. He had that gorgeous black-haired David Jansen, who played the fugitive. So if you're a good-looking guy, he can have jobs. Doesn't have to have a social security number. Doesn't have a social security card. And he finally got the one-armed man after 4 years. But the one-armed man, I liked him. He was cool. He was a really cool guy. He was always getting away from Kimball. He was smart. I loved it when he would get away from Kimball, when Kimball was trying to catch him, Dr. Richard Kimball on the television show. That was a cool television show, too, The Fugitive. And that Lieutenant Gerard, was always chasing him. Well, he recently died. He was played by Barry Morse. Barry Morse was a character actor who played Lieutenant Gerard. And in real life, Lieutenant Gerard, Barry Morse, when he'd go places, he said people would say to him, "Don't you understand? The guy's innocent. Leave the guy alone. He's innocent." Because Gerard wanted to capture Kimball and bring him back and put him on death row and execute him. I love that shit from the 60s. That was such cool shit. And like I said, he didn't even have a social security number because he was fugitive on the run, but he always got jobs. He'd work as a bartender or working in a mill or a factory or cutting grass or working as a clerk in the store or driving a bus or driving a truck or whatever. And he got all those without social security. Well, he got security from the writers. So he got the security from the writers. Oh, yes. I told you, I just love that kind of shit. I can, this isn't much fun as fucking, but this is fun talking about this. And so, well, anyways, I could go on like all day about that. All day. And, well, the Gunsmoke. That was cool. Festus, who replaced Chester. Well, I saw this one Gunsmoke episode. There was this one episode I saw of Gunsmoke with Festus. Marshall Dillon was riding along on his horse. Whoa! And he sees Festus and he goes, "Fetus?" Or Festus, what the hell are you doing in the middle of town with no clothes on? And Festus says,
Well, Matthew, me and Miss Kitty, we was like down over like yonder down by the lake, and Miss Kitty, she told me to pull down her bloomers. So I did. And then she told me to suck on her pussy. So I did. And then she told me to take off all my clothes and go to town. So here I am. Matthew Dillon, oh, you fetus. Oh, you fetus. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Festus said, well, Miss Kitty, when we were down by the lake, she told me to take off her bloomers, so I did. And she told me to feel her, so I did. And then she told me to take off all my clothes and go to town. So here I am. That's right, Matthew. Oh, Matthew. Matthew Dillon really had his problems there, Marshall Dillon, with that fetus or Festus. That Festus, he had to be the stupidest character in the history of television. He takes off all his clothes and he literally goes to town. Fetus, go to town means fuck Miss Kitty, not take off your clothes and go. That fetus or Festus, he was hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Hopeless, that fetus. That episode was, drove me crazy. Because fetus or Festus didn't know what to do. And that drove me crazy. When a guy doesn't know what to do, I mean, a guy, when he comes to my trailer, fuck me better, damn well know what to do, or he'll be poopy dirt. And that fetus or Festus, he would have been poopy dirt. And he would have just been poopy dirt. Oh, yes, he would have. Oh, that fetus or Festus. Well, I could get into those westerns a bit, but Bonanza, I mean, I hated that. 4 guys, Ben Cartwright, Adam Cartwright, Hoss Cartwright, Little Joe Cartwright, living on a ranch with a Chinese cook. No women. Oh, what kind of a show is that? Where they're living with no women, 4 guys on a ranch with a Chinese cook. A 45-year-old father, Ben Cartwright, with 3 40-year-old sons. Didn't make sense. Banana. And, well, it was, if you had a lot of people, when Banana came on, Bonanza came on in 1959, ran for like 14 years. It even ran for a half year after Dan Blocker, who played Hoss, died. Well, a lot of people didn't have color television sets like 1959 and during the 60s when that show first came on. And they said they hated that show even more when they got the color TVs. Because the Ponderosa looked fake in color. It was fake, the Ponderosa. All it was a sound stage. It was a studio. You could tell it was just a little house built on a studio. The Ponderosa, it looked fake in color. Fake. So that's what made people hate Bonanza even more, getting those color TV sets and the Ponderosa looking so fake in color. Well, that show really was the pits, baby. It was really the pits. You can't have four guys living on a ranch with a Chinese cook. That's too gay. I mean, and people didn't know it was gay back then, but they figured it out now. Well, anyways, I know I went crazy on this episode. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I'll talk about this fun stuff next time, and I'll go crazy too. But hopefully I'll go crazy over fun stuff. So I'll look forward to really seeing you next time, because I got so much more to tell you. So bye. Oh, bye. Bye. I'll miss you so much, and I'll look so forward to seeing you next time. And oh, baby, oh, bye. Bye. I'll talk about it all next time again. More. Bye. Bye.